In a quiet corner of Italy, where the whispers of the past linger, there's a figure whose life still resonates deeply with many. Padre Pio, a humble priest with extraordinary gifts, had a way of touching hearts and igniting faith. But what if I told you there are places that he warned us about? Not just lands of earth and stone, but realms of chaos and turmoil that could shake our very souls. Imagine walking through these lands, feeling the weight of unseen burdens pressing down. It's not just a journey, it's a call to vigilance. As shadows loom, we find ourselves at a crossroads. The world can be unpredictable, filled with challenges that seem insurmountable. In these moments, prayer becomes our shield, a powerful force against the storms that threaten to engulf us. Have you ever felt that pull, that instinct to protect not just yourself but those around you? The words of Padre Pio echo in our hearts, reminding us that faith is our strongest ally. In times of uncertainty, it's essential to stay grounded, to seek guidance, and to pray fervently. So, as we navigate these turbulent waters, let's hold on to hope and the wisdom of those who came before us. Today, let's dive into a subject that resonates deeply with many of us, a theme that, without a doubt, Padre Pio would emphasize if he were among us today. He had an extraordinary connection to God, one that allowed him to perceive the struggles of the world with clarity and compassion. In moments of crisis, he was always quick to remind his followers that prayer is our greatest shield. This sentiment is more relevant now than ever, as we witness various challenges around us. The issues we face are not entirely new. As Padre Pio taught us, we must remain vigilant, for difficult times can be just around the corner. When he advised us not to enter lands that will be shaken, he was, in essence, delivering a warning. Padre Pio understood the frailty of the human spirit and how easily we can be swayed into paths that lead us away from the light of God. Today, we can see the repercussions of ignoring such guidance. Significant problems can arise if we are not careful in our choices. He consistently encouraged us to maintain a life of constant prayer, for it is through prayer that we derive the strength necessary to weather any storm. In a world where distractions abound and chaos reigns, the act of turning to prayer becomes even more crucial. Padre Pio often spoke of the necessity to remain grounded in our faith. He understood that prayer is not just a ritual or routine. It is a vital lifeline that connects us to divine wisdom and strength. In times of uncertainty, when the ground beneath us feels unstable, it is prayer that offers a solid foundation. He would remind us that it is through sincere and heartfelt communication with God that we can gain clarity and direction. This connection empowers us to face life's challenges with grace and resilience. Moreover, by emphasizing the importance of prayer, Padre Pio also hinted at the communal aspect of faith. He believed that when we come together in prayer, we create a collective force that can uplift and protect us. This notion of unity is powerful. It transforms individual prayers into a chorus of hope that reverberates beyond ourselves. In a world often marked by division and strife, this idea serves as a reminder that we are stronger together. Padre Pio knew that shared faith could help us navigate the complexities of life more effectively. In reflecting on Padre Pio's teachings about prayer, we are reminded that it is not merely about asking for help. It is about cultivating a relationship with God. This relationship requires us to be open, sincere, and willing to listen. By doing so, we can align our lives more closely with divine will, allowing us to find peace even amidst turmoil. The importance of staying spiritually connected cannot be overstated, especially in uncertain times when fear and anxiety can easily take hold. Padre Pio's wisdom serves as a beacon, guiding us through the fog of daily life. He was acutely aware that we live in a world filled with distractions and potential pitfalls. His caution about entering lands that will be shaken reflects a profound understanding of the human condition. It's easy to lose our way when we're surrounded by negativity and doubt. In such an environment, vigilance becomes essential. We must actively guard our hearts and minds against influences that can lead us astray. Being vigilant means remaining aware of our surroundings and the messages we consume. In an age dominated by social media and constant information overload, it is crucial to discern what we allow into our lives. Padre Pio encouraged us to filter our experiences through the lens of faith. This requires a conscious effort to seek out positivity and truth, avoiding the noise that can cloud our judgment. By doing this, we protect our inner peace and remain aligned with our spiritual values. Moreover, vigilance involves recognizing the moments when we are tempted to stray from our beliefs. It is in these critical junctures that we must rely on prayer and reflection. Padre Pio taught that self-awareness is a vital component of our spiritual journey. By understanding our weaknesses and the potential for temptation, we can better prepare ourselves to resist. This proactive approach to our faith enables us to remain steadfast, even when external forces threaten to undermine our resolve. Padre Pio also emphasized the importance of community in maintaining vigilance. When we surround ourselves with others who share our values, we create an environment that supports our spiritual growth. Together, we can keep each other accountable and encourage one another to stay focused on our paths. This sense of camaraderie acts as a protective barrier, making it easier to navigate life's challenges without losing sight of our purpose. In essence, Padre Pio's teachings about vigilance remind us that spirituality is an active pursuit. It requires ongoing effort and commitment. By staying aware of the influences around us and fostering supportive relationships, we can strengthen our connection to God and remain resilient against the storms that life may bring. His insights encourage us to be proactive in our faith, ensuring that we are always prepared for whatever challenges may arise. One of the most profound lessons from Padre Pio is the seamless connection between faith and action. He understood that while prayer is crucial, it must be accompanied by tangible efforts in our daily lives. Simply praying for change without taking steps to effect that change can lead to stagnation. Padre Pio encouraged us to transform our faith into action, to be the hands and feet of God in the world. This call to action is especially pertinent in times of crisis, when communities need compassion and support more than ever. Padre Pio believed that our faith should inspire us to serve others. By actively seeking to alleviate the suffering of those around us, we fulfill our spiritual obligations. Whether through acts of kindness, volunteering time, or providing resources to those in need, our actions can serve as a powerful testament to our beliefs. In this way, we not only strengthen our own faith, but also inspire others to join us in creating a more compassionate world. Moreover, this unity of faith and action creates a ripple effect. When we engage in acts of kindness and service, we foster an environment of hope and positivity. This, in turn, encourages others to participate, creating a community bound by shared values and mutual support. Padre Pio understood that when people come together for a common cause, they can overcome even the most significant challenges. The collective strength of a united community can move mountains and bring about lasting change. Padre Pio also emphasized the importance of maintaining the purity of our intentions in our actions. It's not enough to simply act. We must ensure that our motivations align with our spiritual beliefs. When our actions stem from a place of genuine love and compassion, they carry a transformative power. This authenticity resonates with others, drawing them closer to the light of faith. In contrast, actions driven by self-interest or superficial motives can lead to disillusionment and division. In conclusion, the lessons from Padre Pio remind us that our faith is a living force that must be actively expressed. By integrating prayer with action, we embody the principles of love and service that are at the heart of spiritual teachings. This holistic approach allows us to navigate life's challenges with grace while making a meaningful impact on the world around us. As we strive to follow Padre Pio's example, we can foster a spirit of unity and compassion that uplifts us all. Padre Pio recognized that individual faith is essential, but he also understood the immense value of community. He believed that we are not meant to walk our spiritual journeys alone. Rather, we thrive in the context of relationships, where shared beliefs and experiences can enhance our understanding and devotion. This sense of community serves as a support network, providing encouragement and strength when we face challenges. When we come together in prayer, we create a powerful synergy that amplifies our individual intentions. Padre Pio often emphasized the strength found in united prayer. He understood that when we join our hearts and minds in seeking divine guidance, we create a collective energy that can lead to profound changes. This communal aspect of faith fosters a sense of belonging and connection, helping us to feel less isolated in our struggles. Furthermore, a supportive community can provide valuable insights and perspectives that enrich our spiritual lives. Engaging with others allows us to learn from their experiences and wisdom. Padre Pio often encouraged dialogue and shared reflection as a way to deepen our understanding of faith. By participating in discussions, attending group prayers, or engaging in community service, we open ourselves to new ideas and ways of thinking that can strengthen our beliefs. Padre Pio also taught that communities of faith should be places of compassion and support. When we encounter someone in need, whether physically, emotionally, or spiritually, it is our responsibility to reach out and offer assistance. This call to service creates a culture of mutual care, where everyone feels valued and supported. In such an environment, individuals are more likely to thrive and grow in their faith. In essence, the role of community in our spiritual journeys cannot be overstated. It provides a foundation upon which we can build our beliefs, offering both support and accountability. By coming together in faith, we not only enhance our individual experiences, but also contribute to a larger movement of love and compassion in the world. Following Padre Pio's example, we can cultivate communities that inspire and uplift, fostering spiritual growth for everyone involved. As we navigate the complexities of life, it is crucial to remember the importance of hope, a theme that Padre Pio consistently emphasized. In times of uncertainty, when fear and doubt can easily creep in, hope acts as a guiding light. It reminds us that even in the darkest moments, there is always the potential for renewal and transformation. Padre Pio's teachings encourage us to embrace hope as a powerful tool for resilience. Padre Pio's unwavering faith and devotion serve as a beacon of hope for many. His life was a testament to the power of belief, showing that when we anchor ourselves in faith, we can navigate even the stormiest seas. It's not just about having faith in a higher power, it's about living that faith daily, letting it guide our actions and decisions. Padre Pio exemplified how faith can transform ordinary moments into extraordinary ones, revealing the divine in the mundane. In his teachings, he often emphasized the importance of collective prayer, noting that when individuals come together with a shared purpose, they create a formidable barrier against negativity and despair. This communal aspect of faith fosters a sense of belonging and support, reminding us that we are not alone in our struggles. It's like a safety net woven from the threads of shared beliefs and hopes, providing strength when we feel weak and lost. Padre Pio understood that the power of prayer multiplies when offered in unity, creating a force that can push back against the darkness. Throughout history, we can see countless examples where united communities have triumphed over adversity through prayer. Whether facing natural disasters, societal upheavals, or personal crises, those who gathered in faith often found a way to overcome. Padre Pio believed that such gatherings were not merely ritualistic, they were vital lifelines that connected individuals to something greater than themselves. In times of uncertainty, these bonds of faith become crucial, helping individuals find solace and strength in shared experiences. Moreover, Padre Pio's teachings remind us that faith is not just a passive state of being. It requires active participation. It's about making choices that reflect our beliefs and values, ensuring that our actions align with our convictions. By embodying our faith through kindness, compassion, and love, we contribute to a ripple effect that can inspire others. His life was a living example of how faith can compel us to act, reminding us that inaction can lead to despair, whereas action rooted in faith can lead to transformation. In essence, Padre Pio's example urges us to cultivate a robust inner life of devotion while also reaching out to others in community. His unwavering faith invites us to reflect on our paths and encourages us to take steps toward a life of purpose and connection. By doing so, we can create a supportive environment that nurtures not only our spiritual growth, but also the growth of those around us. Navigating the complexities of life requires us to make choices that reflect our values and beliefs. Padre Pio understood this well and often spoke about the critical nature of our decisions. In a world filled with distractions and temptations, he encouraged individuals to stay grounded in their faith and to seek divine guidance in every choice they make. Each decision can lead us closer to or further away from our spiritual goals, and it's essential to approach them with mindfulness and intention. The essence of choice becomes even more significant in times of uncertainty. When faced with dilemmas, we might find ourselves at a crossroads, unsure of which path to take. In these moments, Padre Pio would urge us to turn inward, seeking clarity through prayer and reflection. By connecting with our inner selves and the divine, we can gain insight into the right course of action. This doesn't mean that the path will always be clear or easy, but through prayer, we can find the courage to choose wisely even when the way seems clouded. Moreover, the choices we make don't only impact our lives, they can also influence those around us. Every action sends ripples through our communities, shaping the environment we inhabit. By making choices rooted in faith and compassion, we can inspire others to do the same. Padre Pio recognized the interconnectedness of humanity, and he believed that by living out our values, we contribute to a collective upliftment. This is especially true in challenging times when hope seems scarce. Our choices can be a source of light for others. Padre Pio also warned against the dangers of negative influences. He emphasized the importance of being mindful of what we allow into our hearts and minds. In a world filled with conflicting messages and distractions, it's easy to stray from our values. By being discerning about our influences, we protect our spiritual well-being. This vigilance is vital, as it helps us maintain the purity of our intentions and ensures that our choices reflect our true selves. Ultimately, the journey of making the right choices is an ongoing process. It requires self-awareness, reflection, and a commitment to personal growth. By following Padre Pio's teachings and prioritizing our spiritual connection, we can navigate life's choices with grace and confidence. Each decision we make is an opportunity to align ourselves with our higher purpose, fostering a life that reflects our deepest beliefs and values. In moments of desperation, many of us instinctively seek answers to our problems. However, as Padre Pio cautioned, it's crucial to be discerning about where we look for these answers. The world is filled with countless voices and opinions, and not all of them align with truth or goodness. In our quest for understanding and comfort, we must ensure that we don't turn to sources that lead us astray or fill our hearts with fear and confusion. Padre Pio often highlighted the importance of maintaining the purity of our intentions. This purity acts as a guiding light, helping us navigate the myriad of influences that surround us. When we seek answers, we must ask ourselves whether our sources are rooted in love, compassion, and truth. If they are not, we risk allowing negativity and doubt to seep into our hearts and minds, clouding our judgment and leading us further away from the divine path. Additionally, the modern world presents a multitude of distractions that can easily derail us. Social media, news outlets, and various forms of entertainment can bombard us with conflicting messages, often leaving us feeling more lost than before. Padre Pio's teachings remind us to be vigilant about what we consume, both physically and spiritually. By prioritizing sources that uplift and inspire, we can cultivate a mindset that aligns with our faith and values. Padre Pio also emphasized the significance of community in our search for answers. Instead of isolating ourselves, reaching out to those who share our beliefs can provide clarity and support. Engaging in discussions with like-minded individuals allows us to share experiences and insights, reinforcing our collective faith. When we come together in prayer and reflection, we create a supportive environment that encourages us to seek truth and wisdom. Ultimately, the journey of seeking answers is as much about the process as it is about the destination. By remaining grounded in our faith and being intentional about where we seek guidance, we can navigate life's challenges with a sense of purpose and clarity. Padre Pio's teachings serve as a reminder that while the world may present numerous paths, the most fulfilling and transformative answers come from a deep connection with the divine and a community of faith. Prayer is often referred to as a refuge, a safe place where individuals can retreat when life becomes overwhelming. Padre Pio understood this intimately, as he dedicated much of his life to the practice of prayer. He believed that in moments of turmoil, turning to God through prayer provides solace and strength. It's a way to unload our burdens, seeking divine assistance and guidance in our lives. The act of praying is not merely a ritual, it is a profound form of communication with the divine. When we pray, we open our hearts and minds, allowing ourselves to be vulnerable. This vulnerability fosters a sense of connection and intimacy with God, reminding us that we are never alone in our struggles. Padre Pio often encouraged his followers to develop a strong prayer life, emphasizing that it was through this practice that they could find peace amidst chaos. Moreover, prayer serves as a powerful tool for cultivating inner strength. When we face challenges, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and powerless. However, through prayer, we can access a source of strength that transcends our circumstances. Padre Pio taught that prayer is a way to tap into God's limitless power, allowing us to face adversity with courage and resilience. Each prayer becomes a reminder of our strength and the divine support available to us. In addition, prayer can be a transformative experience, both for the individual and the community. When we come together in prayer, we create a collective energy that amplifies our intentions. Padre Pio believed that united prayers could move mountains, bringing about change in our lives and the world around us. This communal aspect of prayer fosters a sense of belonging and shared purpose, reinforcing our connections with one another. Lastly, it's essential to remember that prayer is a continuous journey. As we navigate life's ups and downs, our prayer life may evolve. Some days, our prayers may be filled with gratitude, while on others, they may be cries for help. Regardless of the form they take, what matters most is our commitment to maintaining that connection with the divine. Following Padre Pio's example, we can embrace prayer as a lifelong practice, finding refuge in its soothing embrace whenever we need it. Padre Pio's teachings underscored that faith should be accompanied by action. It's not enough to simply believe. We must also live out our beliefs through our actions. He often emphasized that genuine faith naturally manifests as compassion and service to others. When we align our actions with our beliefs, we create a powerful synergy that can lead to meaningful change in our lives and the lives of those around us. In moments of crisis, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and unsure about how to help. However, Padre Pio taught that even the smallest acts of kindness can have a profound impact. By extending a helping hand to those in need, we embody the love and compassion that our faith calls us to express. Whether it's offering a listening ear, volunteering our time, or simply being present for someone in distress, each act of kindness. Prayer has always been considered a safe haven, a sanctuary where one can retreat when the world feels overwhelming. In moments of chaos, it becomes essential to redirect our focus toward God, seeking His protection and guidance. This is where the wisdom of Padre Pio shines through. He taught that in our darkest hours, turning to prayer not only brings solace, but also equips us to handle the storms life throws our way. It's almost as if he understood that the act of praying serves as a lifeline, pulling us back from the edge of despair. When life spirals out of control, many find comfort in the repetitive nature of prayer. It's a rhythmic connection to the divine that reassures our spirits. Padre Pio emphasized the importance of this connection, urging his followers to maintain an open line of communication with God. He believed that prayer was not merely a ritual, it was a profound interaction that could transform lives. Just as a child seeks refuge in a parent's embrace during a thunderstorm, so too can we find peace in God's presence through prayer. Moreover, the act of prayer fosters a sense of community. When individuals come together to pray, they create a collective energy that amplifies their intentions and hopes. Padre Pio recognized the power of communal prayer, encouraging groups to gather and lift their voices in unison. This collective act fortifies bonds and helps individuals feel less isolated in their struggles. It's as if each prayer adds to a growing shield of protection, reinforcing the idea that they are not alone in their challenges. In the teachings of Padre Pio, there is also an underlying message about trust. He urged the faithful to place their complete trust in God's providence. This trust is pivotal, especially in times of uncertainty. By surrendering our worries to God, we allow ourselves to experience a sense of liberation. It's a reminder that we are not in control of every aspect of our lives, and that's perfectly okay. Through prayer, we acknowledge our limitations and invite divine intervention into our circumstances. Ultimately, finding peace in prayer means cultivating a consistent practice. It's not enough to pray only when life becomes difficult. It should be a daily habit. By establishing a routine that includes prayer, we equip ourselves with the strength to face whatever challenges may arise. Padre Pio's legacy reminds us that, through steadfast devotion, we can weather any storm and emerge stronger on the other side. Trusting divine providence. Trusting in divine providence is a core tenet of faith, and Padre Pio was a beacon of this belief. He understood that life is fraught with uncertainties, yet he encouraged his followers to embrace these uncertainties with faith. The essence of divine providence is the understanding that God has a plan for each of us, even when the path seems murky. This perspective can be incredibly comforting, especially when faced with trials that seem insurmountable. Padre Pio's life was a testament to this unwavering trust. He encountered numerous challenges, from health issues to personal losses, yet he remained steadfast in his belief that God was at work behind the scenes. This trust allowed him to navigate his hardships with grace, and it served as an inspiration for those around him. He often reminded his followers that even when things don't go as planned, there is a greater purpose at play. It's an invitation to look beyond our immediate struggles and to be open to the possibilities that lie ahead. Moreover, trusting in divine providence means relinquishing control. This can be a daunting task, especially in a world that often values self-sufficiency. However, Padre Pio taught that true strength lies in surrendering to God's will. When we let go of our need to control every outcome, we create space for miracles to unfold. It's about recognizing that while we can plan and prepare, the ultimate outcome rests in divine hands. This shift in mindset can lead to profound changes in how we approach life's unpredictability. In practical terms, trusting in divine providence can manifest in many ways. It might mean letting go of anxiety about the future or embracing a more relaxed attitude toward life's uncertainties. It could also involve seeking guidance through prayer and reflection, allowing God's voice to guide our decisions. By doing so, we align ourselves with a higher purpose, one that transcends our individual desires and connects us to the greater good. Ultimately, the message of divine providence is one of hope. It reminds us that, regardless of the challenges we face, there is always a light guiding us forward. Padre Pio's teachings encourage us to cultivate this hope, reinforcing the idea that trust in God can lead to remarkable transformations in our lives. By embracing divine providence, we can navigate life's complexities with a sense of peace and assurance that we are never truly alone. The importance of action alongside faith. While prayer and trust in God are essential components of faith, Padre Pio emphasized that action must accompany belief. He recognized that faith without works is incomplete. This idea speaks to the heart of a vibrant spiritual life, where belief translates into tangible actions that benefit ourselves and others. Padre Pio often highlighted that our faith should inspire us to be proactive, to seek out opportunities to serve, and to extend compassion to those in need. Taking action as an expression of faith can manifest in many forms. It can be as simple as offering a listening ear to a friend in distress, or volunteering time to help those less fortunate. Padre Pio believed that every small act of kindness contributes to the greater good, creating ripples of positivity that can transform communities. He encouraged his followers to look beyond their personal struggles and consider how they could uplift those around them. This outward focus not only strengthens our faith, but also reinforces our connection to one another. Moreover, action is a powerful demonstration of our commitment to our beliefs. When we engage in acts of service, we embody the teachings of Christ and reflect the love that God has for humanity. Padre Pio understood that faith should not be a passive experience. It should be dynamic and alive. By actively participating in the world around us, we showcase our dedication to living out our faith in practical ways. It's also important to recognize that taking action doesn't mean we must have everything figured out. Often we may feel unprepared or unsure of how to make a difference. However, Padre Pio taught that even the smallest efforts count. Every act of love, no matter how trivial it may seem, has the potential to create significant change. This perspective encourages us to step out of our comfort zones and to trust that our contributions are valuable, no matter their scale. Ultimately, the synergy of prayer, action, and faith forms a robust foundation for spiritual growth. As we pray for guidance and strength, we must also be willing to act upon the inspiration we receive. Padre Pio's life exemplified this balance. He was a man of deep prayer who also took significant action to help others. By following his example, we can cultivate a faith that not only sustains us, but also shines brightly in the lives of those we encounter. Strengthening community through faith. The concept of community is deeply interwoven with faith, and Padre Pio recognized its profound importance. He believed that faith is not just a personal journey, but a collective experience that thrives in community. When individuals come together to share their beliefs, they create a powerful network of support that can uplift and inspire. In times of struggle, this community becomes a vital source of strength, reminding us that we are not alone in our challenges. Padre Pio often emphasized the significance of gathering in prayer as a community. He knew that when people unite in faith, they create an atmosphere charged with love and hope. This collective energy can be transformative, helping individuals to feel empowered and connected. Whether it's a small group meeting or a larger congregation, the act of coming together in worship fosters a sense of belonging and solidarity. Moreover, community serves as a platform for shared experiences and mutual encouragement. When we share our stories of faith and resilience, we inspire one another to persevere. Padre Pio taught that our struggles can often become the very source of strength for others. By being open about our challenges and victories, we contribute to a culture of authenticity and support, helping others to feel seen and understood. In addition, community involvement reinforces the idea of service. When we work together for a common cause, we can achieve far more than we could individually. Padre Pio's teachings encourage us to look for opportunities to serve as a group, whether through charitable acts, community outreach, or simply being present for one another. This shared commitment to service not only strengthens our bonds, but also amplifies the impact we can make. Ultimately, the strength of community lies in its ability to nurture faith. When individuals support one another in their spiritual journeys, they create a rich environment where faith can flourish. Padre Pio's legacy reminds us that we are called to build and sustain these communities of faith, fostering an atmosphere where love, compassion, and unity prevail. By doing so, we prepare ourselves to face life's challenges together, fortified by the collective strength of our shared beliefs. Following Padre Pio's example. As we reflect on the teachings of Padre Pio, it becomes clear that his life was a blueprint for how to navigate the complexities of faith and life. His unwavering commitment to prayer, trust in divine providence, and the importance of action serve as timeless lessons for all of us. In an ever-changing world, his example encourages us to remain anchored in our beliefs while actively engaging in the lives of those around us. To follow Padre Pio's example means to prioritize our relationship with God through consistent prayer. It's about cultivating a habit of turning to God in moments of joy and sorrow, recognizing that every experience is an opportunity for connection. By making prayer a cornerstone of our lives, we not only find strength for ourselves, but also create a ripple effect that can inspire others to do the same. Embracing trust in divine providence is another crucial aspect of Padre Pio's legacy. As we reflect on the wisdom of Padre Pio, it becomes clear that he spoke from a place of deep understanding of the human spirit and the trials we face. He often warned about the turbulent times ahead, urging us to fortify ourselves through prayer and faith. Imagine the strength we can draw from those words in our own lives. Now picture yourself standing at a crossroads, with one path leading to uncertainty and despair, and the other illuminated by the light of prayer and community. Which way would you choose? Padre Pio believed that through prayer, we could shield ourselves from the storms that threaten to shake our very foundations. In these challenging times, it's crucial to gather our hearts and minds, to unite in this beautiful act of faith. Have you taken a moment today to reflect, to pray, and to connect with the spirit of protection that Padre Pio so often emphasized? What if we each committed to a small act of kindness or a moment of prayer every day? Let's not forget, the power of our intentions can ripple outwards, creating waves of change. So how will you harness that power today? Remember, every small step counts, and together, we can navigate these uncertain times with hope and resilience. Stay strong, keep the faith, and let's walk this path together.